Welcome to the deep dive. We take your sources, you get the insights. Today, we're strapping in for a really high-stakes look at the finale of a big crypto event, the Pi Hackathon 2025.
Yeah, and this isn't just, your average competition.
No, exactly. It feels more like a critical moment, maybe even a pressure test for the future of this, well, pretty major blockchain ecosystem.
Absolutely. We're digging into the final instructions that went out, October 7th, sent to all the registered developers.
Okay.
And our mission today, basically, is to cut through the noise, the logistics, and really understand what's at stake in these next few days. What does success even look like for the Pi network moving forward?
And the numbers alone tell you it's big. I mean, this isn't some small side project.
No way.
Our sources say over 2,100 developers are registered from more than 100 countries. That's huge global involvement.
It is. And what's really interesting, maybe a bit chaotic, is that even with that many people, apparently over 900 devs are still looking for teammates.
Wow, really?
Yeah, right now. Can you imagine trying to manage that? The clock's ticking down, and people are still scrambling to form teams?
Sounds intense. Maybe step back for a second. For listeners who aren't deep into Pi, why does this competition matter so much? Pi Network is known for that easy mobile mining thing, right?
Exactly. Launched back in 2019 by some Stanford PhDs, the whole idea was making crypto accessible, ecological. Just open the app, tap a button once a day on your phone. Simple.
Right?
But, well, just tapping a button doesn't create real value. You need utility. People need to use the coin for something.
Okay, October 15th. And since the source we're looking at is dated October 9th, that means developers have, what, less than 6 days left?
Less than 6 days to finalize, polish, and submit applications that have, well, quite a few steps involved.
And the official instructions, which only went out October 7th, they sound pretty strict.
Oh, very rigid. They even gave specific local time conversions, like for developers in Central Europe. It just highlights how absolute that deadline is everywhere.
Okay, massive pressure. And to even get their project looked at, they have to nail 2 mandatory steps perfectly. What's the first hurdle? Sounds like it needs polish and paperwork.
Step 1 is the final submission form. And the absolute key part here is the demo video.
Ah, the video.
Yeah, it's not optional. If you don't have that video link, your submission is basically dead on arrival. Invalid.
And it's not just any video, right? I saw some pretty tight constraints. Has to be a public link.
Yeah.
And max 3 minutes long.
Exactly, 3 minutes maximum. That's short.
It really is. Sounds less like just showing your work and more like a high-pressure sales pitch, an elevator pitch almost.
That's a great way to put it. It's not just code. It's about selling the product. They're forcing developers to think like marketers, too. And they even tell you exactly what needs to be in that 3 minutes.
They mandate the content. Seriously, you can't just wing it.
Nope. 4 specific things you have to cover. First, quick intro, what the app is for. Second, walk through how it works, the user interface. Third, explain who it's for and what problem it solves.
Okay, purpose, function, audience, problem.
And fourth, the really crucial bit, show exactly how Pi is integrated. Payments, login, whatever it is. They need to see the Pi connection clearly.
Right.
Make sure it's all about utility.
Right. Communicate that value fast. Okay, that's step 1. Presentation speed, utility. What about step 2? That sounds more technical. Through the developer portal.
Yeah, step 2 is the technical validation. Participants have to open the Pi browser, go to the developer portal in there, click the Hackathon button, and then type in this specific code, Hackathon25. And it's case sensitive, so you got to get it exactly right.
Hackathon 25. Got it. Standard check to make sure you're really registered for this event, I guess.
Pretty much. It links your account, but just entering the code doesn't submit the app. There's one more technical gate.
Oh, okay. What's that?
The source material is super clear here. Your application has to have already reached checklist step 10 before the actual submit to Hackathon button even shows up.
Checklist step 10. What does that actually mean? Sounds like something that could easily trip someone up at the last minute.
It means add a PiNet subdomain. Basically, you need to have already set up your app's address on the Pi network. It proves your app is configured, integrated, and deployed, not just running locally on your laptop.
So they're filtering for apps that are genuinely ready to go on the network.
Exactly. Prioritizing real integration.
That's a serious level of pre-check. There were also some key warnings, logistically speaking. Teams need to coordinate, right? Only one submission form per team.
Absolutely critical. 1 shot per team. And also, there's a limit for user. Max of 2 mainnet apps submitted to the hackathon per person.
Quality over quantity seems like.
Definitely. And there's an important point about prizes and eligibility, too. Something about KYC.
Yeah, I saw that.
Huh?
Know your customer verification. It says it's mandatory for all team members if they want to claim any prizes. Why is that so key? It's about legal stuff.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
right.
Standard practice for any regulated financial platform, really. If you're giving out significant rewards, even in Pi coins, you need to verify who's receiving them. Prevents fraud, ensures compliance.
Makes sense.
But importantly, setting up your Pi wallet isn't required just to submit the application. The focus is on the app first. But if you win, you got to be verified. KYC is a must then.
Okay, so build first, verify later if you win. Focus on utility. Now, the fun part. Incentives. What kind of prize money makes developers go through all this?
Well, the rewards definitely match the intensity. The total prize pool is 160,000 Pi.
160,000 Pi. That's a pretty significant amount within their ecosystem.
It really is a major commitment.
And how does that break down? The top prizes tell you where they're putting their focus.
For sure.
Hmm.
The top two really get the bulk of it. First place walks away with 75,000 Pi.
Wow.
And second place gets a very respectable 45,000 Pi. That's definitely enough fuel to drive this intense final push.
Okay, that makes the judging criteria even more interesting because it tells you what Pi actually values. What's the philosophy behind who wins?
This is where you really see their strategy. There are 5 key judging factors.
5 factors. Okay, what are they?
Number 1, real usefulness. Does it solve a genuine problem people have?
Usefulness.
Number 2, Pi integration. How deeply and meaningfully does it use the Pi ecosystem, not just tacked on?
Right, deeper integration.
3, quality of execution. Does it actually work well? Is the interface good, the polish?
Execution quality makes sense.
4, innovativeness. Is it original? Is it a fresh approach?
Innovation, important.
And 5, potential impact. What effect could this app have on the whole Pi community? Scalability, maybe.
Potential impact. Okay, hold on. If you look at that list, usefulness, integration, quality, innovation, impact, technical quality is only one part. It feels like usefulness and impact and originality are weighed really heavily.
I think that's exactly right. It suggests Pi is looking beyond just complex code. They seem much more interested in market viability, in actual utility.
Like they're screening for potential businesses, not just cool tech demos.
Precisely. Connect it back to the bigger picture.
Yeah.
They need to move past being just the mobile mining coin. So, heavy focus on usefulness, potential impact. That's how you find apps that might actually scale. And innovation stops people just copying existing ideas. They want new reasons for people to use Pi.
Which makes those technical non-negotiables important too. They ensure a baseline quality for those useful apps. What were those again?
Right, a few key technical rules. First, you must use the official Pi SDK, their software development kit, for payments and authentication.
Okay, stick to their tools.
Exactly. Keeps everything standardized and secure within their ecosystem, basically building walls to ensure quality control, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
Second, it has to be an original solution. No clones. And third, for judging, it needs to be fully functional and deployed on the testnet, outside of any sandbox, ready to be properly tested.
High bar. Because the goal is real users, mass adoption eventually.
That's the end game.
So let's tie this all together. This isn't just any hackathon. The sources call it the first big one in the open network era. What's the significance of that term? What does open network mean here?
It's basically Pi declaring, okay, our core infrastructure is ready. It's mature enough now to actually support real applications being built on top of it. This whole event is designed to speed up their main goals.
Which are?
Expanding Pi's use into the real world, attracting serious dev talent, showing off what the platform can actually do, and fundamentally building a community around useful apps, not just mining.
It really does sound less like just a contest and more like they're shopping for the first wave of killer apps for their ecosystem.
That's a really good way to think about it. And the sources even mention how this is a big chance for, say, specific local developer communities to get noticed globally.
Right, exposure.
Yeah, show off their skills, get real blockchain experience, connect with potentially millions of Pi users, and, of course, maybe win some significant Pi rewards.
Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive, we've got a massive global hackathon hitting its absolute final deadline in under a week.
Crunch time.
Huge pressure on developers. Complex requirements, technical integration needs to be spot on, and they need that polished, concise, 3-minute video pitch.
Yeah, that video is key.
And the judging makes it clear. The overwhelming focus is on real-world usefulness, genuine originality, and potential impact.
Absolutely. The main takeaway from the source material really frames it perfectly. This isn't just about winning prizes. Pi Hackathon 2025 is positioned as a catalyst for evolution of the entire Pi ecosystem toward real utility and mass adoption.
A catalyst for evolution, that's a strong statement.
It shows how much weight they're putting on this final week. It could really define the practical future of the whole Pi platform.
So that leaves a final thought for you, our listeners, to chew on as these developers race towards that deadline. Given this intense focus on real-world utility and innovation, maybe even over pure technical complexity, how might this whole strategy change the story around crypto projects that start with easy mobile distribution? Is this kind of pivot, this relentless push for practical, usable applications, is that the essential next step for any blockchain hoping to achieve genuine, long-term mass adoption?